Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to some more K-pop news. The K-pop news that I have for you all this evening is a really good twice news. The really good twice news that I have is on how it seems that MISAMO'S album called Masterpiece has now become the best-selling K-pop album by girl group on ORICON Japan this year, selling over 200,000 copies. For me, I totally agree with this. The reason on why I agree with this is because personally, for me, I really enjoy every single song on their album. Some of my most favorite songs off of MISAMO'S album is Behind the Curtain and Funny Valentine. And for me, Mina, Sana, and Momo's singing voice are all so good. So for me, that is on why I really enjoy their album called Masterpiece. But let me know your thoughts are on this twice news. And second, let me know down in the comments on what your favorite Misa Mo song is that they have on their album that they have released this year called Masterpiece. Now, the next two K-pop newses that I have for you all this evening is going to be about Jungkook of BTS. The first Jungkook BTS that I have is on how it seems that there was a small incident that happened at the airport because it says right here, Jungkook was holding his camera as he approached the security checkpoint, saying goodbye to fans and media outlets present. Turning the corner, the gentleman in front of him stopped walking, causing Jungkook to bump into him accidentally. And this is the video of where that happened. Afterward, the security personnel seen to assess the crowd and Jungkook before touching the BTS member's camera and physically pushing him backward. And this is the video where you can see Jungkook being pushed backward. Some netizens speculated that he was physically stopped because filming was prohibited past that point. While netizens acknowledged that the rules should be enforced, they also acknowledged that physically pushing Jungkook, who was standing still and following instructions, was unnecessary. Army shared their concerns about the interaction, calling on the security personnel member to do better in the future. Now look, here's my thoughts about this. Even though Jungkook might have broken the rules inside of the airport, the fact that someone decided to push him back is not the right thing to do. Maybe next time Jungkook does something that he's not supposed to do, maybe instead of pushing him back, maybe you can just tell him that this is not allowed in the airport. The next Jungkook news that I have is on how it seems that this morning Jungkook has revealed his official track list for his new album called Golden. For me, I'm so excited to hear the rest of his songs off of his new album called Golden because, like I said, after hearing both 3D featuring Jack Harlow and 7 featuring Lotto, Jungkook to me has proven that he is such a good singer and such a good person that can make good music inside of K-pop. And not to mention, in his track list for his album, there's a couple of people that I love to see, including Shawn Mendes on track number 7 called Hate You. But let me know your thoughts are on this K-pop news and if you're as excited as I am to hear the rest of Jungkook's album. The next K-pop news that I have is revolving around GOD's Kim Tae-ho because when I heard and read this news in the morning, for me, I feel like what this person did is so bad. Because it says right here, on October 15th, it was reported that back in March of 2018, Kim Tae-ho paid the driver of a private ambulance 300,000 won to drive him from Hwoyang to Seoul. According to police investigations, a staff member at Kim Tae-ho's agency at the time suggested that if they made their trip to Seoul in the ambulance, they would be able to avoid a traffic jam and get to the performance venue much faster. The 300,000 won fee was paid by the event organizer. Now look, this is so bad. The reason on why this is so bad is because let's say that if there was someone who was in need of help and needed an ambulance, but then they found out that some person like this right here decided to call an ambulance just because they didn't want to get into a traffic jam. That to me is the main reason on why I do believe that GOD's Kim Tae-ho is in a lot of trouble. Because it says right here, the ambulance driver who made the illegal trip was sentenced to 1 year and 6 months in prison, along with a fine of 2 million won. And not to mention that Kim Tae-ho's agency put out an official apology regarding this whole situation. And this says that Kim Tae-ho signed with this company back in 2022. But look, all I'm going to say is that I really do hope in the future that he does not try to pull another stunt like this, because like I said, what he did here was really bad. The next K-pop news that I have is on how there is an update regarding around the Sserafim's member named Kim Chae-won, because it says right here. However, persistent dizziness prompted her to make an additional hospital visit on Friday, October 13th, during which she received medical advice to take a period of rest. As a result, we have determined that her priority should be on her recovery. Consequently, Kim Chae-won will not be participating in all activities temporarily, including the pre-recording of N-Pop that was scheduled for today. For me, I just hope that Kim Chae-won can get the rest that she deserves so that she can come back to K-pop as a much more healthy individual. The final K-pop news that I have is a really big news that really did shock everyone. That news is on how it seems that former member of G-Idol named Sujin has just been reported to go solo. Because it says right here, according to News One coverage on the 16th, CEO Sujin recently signed a contract with BRD Communications and has been preparing for her solo debut. CEO Sujin is preparing for her debut this month. I'm so excited to see Sujin, a former member of G-Idol, to debut inside of K-pop, and I cannot wait to see on what her debut album is going to be like. And I cannot wait to see on what day her debut is going to come out, because like it says here, it's supposed to come out this month. But let me know your thoughts are on all of this K-pop news that has come out this evening, and always make sure to like, share this video, and subscribe if you really want to see more K-pop news like this. Anyways, that's it for today, and I will see you all later. Have a good rest of the day. Bye.